Good afternoon. Welcome to the 2025 District 2 Honor Band event. My name is Andrew Smith. I'm the Director of Bands at Salem High School, and I am the high school chair for this Honor Band event. This event is being supported by the Virginia Band and Orchestra Directors Association. The District Honor Band event is a cherished time in the band community where we celebrate the students. Their skills, passion, and dedication in musical excellence has earned them the opportunity to sit amongst their peers and represent the South Side of the roads. We gather here not just as individual schools or communities, but as a musical collective from all walks of life to celebrate their accomplishments. Our students and directors have been preparing for District Band for the last few months, starting with the audition process at the beginning of December. Over the course of the past 3 days, these students learned music that they may have never seen before. What these students have been able to accomplish this weekend is truly remarkable, as you will hear. Leonard Bernstein sums up the District Band experience quite well, saying, quote, "To achieve great things, 2 things are needed, a plan and not quite enough time." The majority of the students that will perform on this stage today will not grow up to be professional musicians or music teachers. They will go into many different fields, such as nurses, soldiers, teachers, entrepreneurs, lawmakers, and parents. But the experiences that they are gaining through participating in music are doing as much, if not more, to shape their futures as the experiences that they have in other classrooms. They learn responsibility, teamwork, discipline, passion, and numerous other values. Aristotle once said, "Music has the power of producing a certain effect on the moral character of the soul, and if it has the power to do this, it is clear that the young must be directed to music and must be educated in it." On behalf of the participating members of this weekend's event, both students and directors, we thank you for being here to encourage your students and for supporting the value of music education in our schools. Your support is helping shape the next generation of global citizens. Thank you. I'd like to take this time now, so I don't sound very strict, to welcome some important people who are with us today. If you could, I know it's a little dark in here, if you could stand and be recognized. Mr. Zach Ruxby, Senior Coordinator of Music Education for Norfolk Public Schools. Mr. John Brewington, Fine Arts Coordinator for Virginia Beach City Public Schools. Our next person is helping with one act today at another school, but Mr. Meredith Berkman, Instructional Support Specialist for Virginia Beach Schools. We have a representative from our school board here at Virginia Beach from District 5, Ms. Melinda Rogers. I'd like to take this time to thank the wonderful people who have been great hosts for this event. The Director of Bands for Lansdowne, Mr. Jamie Tucker. I'd like to include on that the band parents for this program and Dr. Paula Johnson, the principal of Lansdowne High School. Their generosity in hosting and fulfilling every need helps make this event a success. Again, an extra shout out to Mr. Tucker for helping. He has been a wonderful host and I appreciate him greatly. I'd like to thank you. I'd like to recognize the following directors who have worked tirelessly to plan and facilitate the auditions, the event, and its performances. The co-chairs for the auditions were Mr. Tim Rossatini from Tallwood High School and Ms. Lindsay Eskins from Independence Middle School. The co-chair who helped on the middle school side of the event not too long ago, Mr. David Terry, Director of Bands at Larkspur Middle School. The concert managers who helped oversee the ensembles for middle school, Mr. Alex Frederico. For the concert band, the group currently on stage, Mr. Phil Lane. And our next group, coming up next for some fun, Mr. Nico Craig. Our percussion coordinators across the 3 groups, Mr. Mike Lane, Dave Hobson, and Steve Smaltz. last but not least, our District 2 representative, Mr. Cameron Baker. For safety and logistical purposes of the event, we ask the following. Please silence all cell phones and electronic devices so they're not a distraction. Please no flash photography. In the event of an emergency, please walk. Do not run to the nearest exit behind you. After the concert event, if you decide to dismiss from the auditorium, we ask that you meet your students in the cafeteria or outside. Just don't do it here, because we're setting for the next group. And moving on from there. On stage now is the 2025 District 2 concert band performance conducted by Mr. Kyle Harrington. I have a quick bio for you. Kyle Harrington, a native of Richmond, Virginia, earned his bachelor's degree in music ed from George Mason University in 2014. He began his career in Fairfax County Public Schools from 2014 to 2018. In 2019, he transitioned to Loudoun County Public Schools and took open Independence High School, where he has been ever since. Outside of teaching high school band, he has had the pleasure of teaching in other capacities, such as the Vienna Band Camp in McLean, Virginia, and the John Champ Summer Band Camp in Aldie, Virginia. Kyle also has a wealth of experience with Drum Corps International. As a performer, he spent 4 years with Carolina Crown Drum and Bugle Corps. As a teacher, he has previously been on brass staff with the Crossmen, the Cavaliers, and is a current member of the brass staff with the Bluecoats. He is also an avid wind arranger for high school marching bands throughout the country. After starting arranging in 2014, he has arranged for marching bands in Virginia, Florida, Texas, Wisconsin, South Carolina, and Kentucky. He also arranges the music and writes drill for the Independence High School marching band. Please join me in welcoming our friend and colleague, Mr. Kyle Harrington, and the District 2 High School.
All right. My name's Colin Harrington. It's so great to be here. This has been a total blast. It's always a little bit of a wild card. I pick the music, so if you hate it, you can fight me in the lobby. But you're in for what I believe is a very eclectic program. You're going to hear some Latin. You're going to hear what next is a really slow, pretty, beautiful piece of music. And then the last piece we do is like almost like a Looney Tunes kind of. If you don't smile, you have no soul. So it's going to be a great concert. I hope you really enjoy it. And I know you didn't come here to hear me talk, so I believe we're all ready to go. This piece is called Resignation. You're going to hear a pin drop at the end of this piece. Here we go. right. Going along with our wide range of things, this next piece is probably unlike anything you've ever heard before. I think it's a really cool mix of, there's like really old band music, and then as we're getting kind of newer technology and newer things in this world, this is a piece that is actually written, you can see in the back of those two speakers. This is for concert band and an electronic backtrack. So it is something that students can really gravitate toward because, there was a time, it's a little bit before their time that like EDM was at its peak, but it's a really neat mix. It's something that you probably never heard before. So I'm gonna press play just to make sure it's gonna work. It's gonna work. Okay, so this is called Imminent Danger. Percussion has to do a little rearranging. The next two pieces are super percussion heavy, so it's been a blast. Well, I don't know if they would say it's a blast because I've been kind of all over them because they're the linchpin that keeps us together. And it's been a wild ride, but a lot of fun. This piece starts off with some really cool chords at the beginning. We feature a lovely Princess Anne flugelhorn soloist in the back, which you'll hear in the beginning. And then it goes into a very fast Latin jam session. So you'll hear a lot of Latin percussion in the back, some timbales, some conga action. It's called Blue Mambo. Percussion, how we vibing back there? We good? Yeah, great. All right, let's do it. This is Blue Mambo. Great. Before our last tune, I just want to give one more thank you to the district here for having me out. It is like I consider these kind of weekends like a band director's dream because, you know, you've got all the students who are incredibly committed and they're just like, all right, let's go. What are we doing next? And I was really thankful that I picked music that like 96% of them have not played before ever. And so it's totally new. They got this music, I'm sure you know this, but they got this music for the first time on Thursday night, which is incredible considering at normal school we do like a 2-month, 3-month concert cycle. And there's like, now we're gonna do that in 3 days, like 10 hours total. So this last piece is ripping, rousing, roaring. It's gonna be some fun. I almost thought about having you guys clap, but I don't trust your tempo. But you'll see my guy Harrison on the tambourine back there. Whoa! Harrison, did you know you have a fan club? They were clapping for you just then. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Harrison looks like he's about to throw up. So Harrison, you good, buddy? Okay, great. All right. So this is called Curtain Call. Enjoy.